Hello everyone, welcome back to class again. And next on our module is copywriting formulas. Yes, like I said, copywriting is a skill that is learned, and it's not really hard because there's a way to there's some laid out formulas which you can follow, just like a mathematical question where if you know the formula, you apply the formula, you get your answer. Same with copywriting. If you know the formula and you apply the formula accurately and well, you get a blockbuster copy. Do you get? So quickly, let's rule out two different types of headlines. We have different types of headlines from writing a short copy to writing a long copy. There are different types of headlines from different copywriters, from different angles, from different perceptions, but all is pointing out to one thing at the ending, which is closing or selling. So I'll just list out different formulas. Okay, I know you might be familiar with this formula, the AIDA formula, AIDA formula. The A stands for attention, the I for interest, the D for desire, and the A for action. So this is a very simple way of writing. This is a very simple way of writing a short copy. Attention is number one. The first line is your attention you give. Okay, number one, attention. This is the first sentence of your copy. And like I said earlier in the previous class, the first sentence is the advertisement of the other copy. So if your first sentence is not getting their attention, they will not read the copy. And psychology says it takes 30 to 5 seconds to distract a reader. And in Nigeria, I think it takes 2 seconds. Nigerians, we are so distracted. There are many things getting your attention: NEPA bill, school fees, data, everything. Facebook, want to chat. There are different things fighting for the attention of persons. So if your first line is not grabbing their attention, you lose your chance of making your readers read the copy. So the next is interest. After you grab their attention, give them something interesting. Like I do tell my students, don't make some persons regret reading your copy, because when you're getting attention and want to read and you feeling rubbish in the next paragraph or in the next line, they feel, oh God, I was just robbed of my time. They feel disappointed, and they might not likely want to read your next content again or your next copy again, because they feel you wasted their time. Nobody wants their time to be wasted. Time is precious. We just have 24 hours in a day, and it's not even enough. So, and when you not intend to waste somebody's time, I think that's arm robbery. That's a time robbery. So don't waste your reader's time. Make your next line interesting. When maybe if you want to give how I made 100K in 1 week just by sitting at home, your next line, your paragraph, which is interest, can be, I was just 18. I lost my mom, I lost my parents, no one to depend on, that I stumbled on. You're holding their attention. They'll be like, wow, it is, you lost your parents. What's going on? They want to see what's happening. Do you get? So make it interesting. Don't lose your vibe. Keep the energy pumping. Do you get? So the next is desire. D. Desire. After you've held their interest, then tell them you have what they desire. For example, if it's a beauty product, you can tell them, oh, how about you sleep and wake up the next 5 days and the pimples and the acne in your face are all gone? How about you lose 20 kg in 30 minutes? How about you make 100K as a student just in 3 days by not leaving your home? You're telling them you have what they desire, like you're giving them out. You're telling them, oh, what you're looking for, I have it here. So you're having their attention the more. Do you get? And after you have given them their desire, you call action. Say, okay, click on this link and you get that article you want. Click on this link and you direct you where to pay to get the book. Click on this link and your payment for your beauty products. So don't just stop at desire. That's very outrageous. And don't lose your energy in your call to action. Don't lose the energy. Like I said, keep the energy pumping all through the steps as you write a copy. Some persons lose faith when they want to give a call to action. They feel, the person may know, but let me just beg them, please click this link. That's outrageous. When you're begging them, they feel like, why is this guy begging? However, maybe it's not too good. Don't beg. Don't say, please buy, please patronize me. Other words are, oh God, that's really, really outrageous. Don't use that word. Keep the energy. The same energy you used to tell them, like, just know you are the needed and they are the needy. You're not the one begging them. They should be the one begging you. If you really do your homework when you're writing your copy, your readers or your prospects should beg you they should beg you even as they're paying. Please now want to pay. They'll be begging you. If you really do your homework well, you really make your attention superb, you really hit their desires very well, they should beg you. So this is the one way to write a very short copy. Like I said, attention, interest, desire, action. You see, a copy is simple. You don't have to kill yourself. When you do your assignment, do your research. Like I said, on the first day, writing is merely on writing. It's 80% research. So you really do your research well. Research on your audience. You know what they want. You can put it on that desire you get. If you do your homework well, you shouldn't kill yourself or stress your arm writing a copy. Secondly, another formula is PASS. PASS, PAS, problem, agitate, solution. Number one, problem. You can start with a problem. If you do your research, you will know that there are problem. For example, a problem can be you want to lose 100 kg in 2 days. That's a problem. You know, these persons, they want a weight loss product. So once you tell them their problem, agitate, like you not agitate, like you make them, like you arouse an emotion of guilt. Like let them feel, oh, if they don't get this, they might lose it for life. For example, like a Valentine offer I wrote for a fashion industry. The adaptation like this was, if you miss this, you might not experience love ever again this year. I see it. I'm trying to tell them if they lose this, I'm trying to raise agitation in them. Oh, God, that's true. I will not have Valentine. I rather have a good Valentine dress. My boyfriend will not like me, and if he doesn't like me, he may go out somewhere. Like, are you seeing? You're trying to create the, like I said, you're painting emotion in their mind. Okay, so now we get the agitate. The next one is solution. After you have agitated an emotion in them, you give out a solution. Don't, like, especially it's still the same thing as call to action. Don't stop. Don't be too needy when you're giving a solution, or be too needy when you're giving an action. Still maintain that energy flow you started from the beginning. All right. The next one is, okay, I think I will stop here. Tips. TIPS. Tempt for T, I for influence, P for persuade, S for solve. Tempt is still the same thing as attention in the first formula I give in the either formula. Tempt, you're trying to like make them feel, you're like temptation. For example, I think there Satan really did he really did his assignment very well, because he knew what Jesus wanted at that time. Jesus was hungry for food. Jesus has been fasting, so he came with bread. He came to tempt. He came to arouse the emotion of Jesus. How can you turn this bread to stone? That's temptation. That's the same thing a copywriter should do. You're tempting your audience. For example, your audience are students and you want to tempt them. Your offer is you're selling a past Christian to them. You can tempt them with, how about getting distinction in all your courses even without going to class? That's a temptation. That's a big temptation to every student. That's what every student wants. All right. The next one is influence. After you tempt them, influence their influence their um influence their action. Yes, influence their action, because this is what they want, but they are still, should I take it, should I buy, should I click, should I read this thing? So influence them. So you give them a influence their mind. Let them know, this is like, make them have no reason to doubt. That's called hypnotizing. Like you're hypnotizing their mind that, oh, this is it. Like create an influence over their mind that you're helping them take that action. So you're making them have no other option. So influence them. The next one is promise. The next one is pursuit rather. P for pursuit. After you've influenced them, then you pursue them using embedded commands, like I said, embedded commands, because you are the needed and not the needed. So when you're persuading like a novice, it turns to like as if you're begging them, and when you beg them, they will not buy. They will not buy. Yes, the people don't like to be forced into buying. So the way you use embedded commands on them, go read on the embedded command. I said it in the first class, so read on it and you will really understand what I'm trying to say here. The next one is sell. After you persuade them, sell. That's the same thing as action. That's the same thing as solution. Always make sure you sell. Always make sure you get conviction. Don't stop at tempting. Don't stop at influencing. Don't stop at persuading. Sell. I hope you get this. Now I'll give out another formula I normally give to my students. If you want to write a very long copy, yeah. First one is headline. And that is the same thing as attention, it's the same thing as temptation, it's the same thing as problem. Headline. There are different ways to write a headline. I'll give you in the next class. Alright. So on a headline is the first thing of your copy. See, if possible, give 80% of your time on the headline. If they don't read your headline and they don't find it tempting enough, they will not read your copy. So do everything you can do to make the first line of your copy a bump. All right, that's headline. No more relax. I will explain all this stuff more in the next class. After the headline is called the opening, like the name implies, the opening, or you can call it a hook. After you're given a headline, like I said, don't make your readers regret reading your copy after they click because they see a sweet headline and your next paragraph is rubbish. Keep the fire burning, keep the energy. All right, so hook them with something sweet. The next one is credibility. Then you can give a little information about yourself. I'm an expert. I've trained over some persons. I've helped over 1,000 of persons with their beauty creams. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've designed over 50 designs. I've worked with this company. Let them know, oh, this person I'm reading, this person I'm working with, the person that writing this is an expert, this person. And even though you don't have an experience, it's the way you give out credibility. Okay, so let them trust you. There are many online scams and fraudulent activities, so it's very hard um for a prospect to trust an online seller. So this is a place where you create credibility between yourself and your reader. Let them feel they can trust you with what they want to get from you. The next one, this is where you bring out your offer. Okay, this is where you bring out your offer, and yeah, this is where you bring out your offer. You tell them what you want to offer them. I want to help 100 students make well in school. I want to help. I want to show you how you can get off free from acne and pimples and skin diseases in just 10 days. This is where you give out your offer. The next one is bullets. Here you outline your offer in one single sentence because frankly speaking, most people are lazy to read or most people are very busy. So they may not read your full copy. So if you outline your offer in a single sentence, let them see it like outlined. That you're listing them one to, that you're using a mark, or that you're using an emoji to make it very bold. So make your that's what I call bullet, like you're shooting at a shot and you're shooting directly. So let it be like a bullet. Okay. The next one is risk reversal. Some people call it guarantee, but there's a difference between risk reversal and guarantee because guarantee is inside risk reversal. There are different ways for risk reversal. And first, and number one is also, and one of them is guarantee, rather, one of them is guarantee. So most people mistake them. They're not the same thing. Just that guarantee is one of a risk reversal method. Like I said, there are many online scams, so people tend to lose trust in online sellers. So one way to also increase your trust is giving guarantee. For example, If after you build this training and you don't like it, you can come up for a refund. That's a sweet guarantee because people are like, okay, it's fine. If I don't get value, I'll get my money back, so I'll join. Just see, if you use this cream and like for another extra, use this very long. They'll say, after, if you take one and after 3 days you don't get results, go see your doctor. That means just know this is because Panadol must give you result in 3 days. So if it is not, if you still have headache after 3 days, my sister, it is not headache that is doing. You go and see your doctor. They're trying to create a good risk reversal method. They're trying to tell you that this product must work in as much as you have headache. After 3 days, if it doesn't work, it's not headache. Go see your doctor. You get most products also use this like thermal code. They will tell you 2 years guarantee. You get after 2 years, if this thing gets spoiled in 2 years, you can come back and change it. You want to get it, you're like, okay, if it's spoiled, I'll still come back. No lose. So you're trying to tell your clients, that, your prospect, that no loss to you. It's a win-win game. If it doesn't work for you, come back. Get. So you're trying to create more trust. And if you're very, very sure of what you're offering, you won't be scared to use guarantee. So don't be scared. Unless you are a scammer, unless what you're offering is not valid. If it's valid and you trust what you want to offer, we give them results. Use guarantees. Use risk reversal. There are different risk reversal to use. You can use guarantee, you can use warranty. Alright? Oh, the next is call to action. Call to action, like I said, keep the energy burning in your call to action. It can be click a link, it can be uh, to register, paying to so brand. You get it. But there's something I learned recently. I'm going to share this with this class. This is the first class I'll be telling this to you. You're lucky to hear this. When you're using your call to action, try to avoid that word pay or try to avoid that word send your money. Get like people are afraid of losing their money. So when they're saying that word, it's trying to avoid an emotion of, oh, don't do it again, don't do it again. So instead of saying, mm, get get your place an order today with 15K. Place an order today. You can use um start your fitness journey today and you drop the account balance. Like they'll be like, oh, it's fitness journey I want to get. I'm not paying anything. Like I'm telling you, copywriting deals more with psychology. You get this more with psychology. So you should when you're writing, you should be thinking, like put yourself in that shoe. We are afraid of losing our money, afraid of giving out our money. So when you're saying paying to book a seat, VIP, like it tends to do. Oh, they'll start thinking, oh, should I not do it again? So instead of using pain, to, you can use book your seat of financial freedom today with just 15,000. Get like you're gonna say like just be creative. You get don't mention the word money, money or pay, pay, pay. Like it tends to oh, I don't want to pay. I don't want to lose my money. You get so just be creative. The next one is urgency. Always tend to use urgency in your copy, not any copy you're writing. Like I tell you, people are so busy. Some people are lazy. They'll be like, okay, I will do it later. Okay, I will send it later. Okay, I will click the link. I will join the group later. So when you say, this group might get filled in 3 hours. This link might be revoked. The offer is limited. It's for only 20 persons. They'll be like, oh, let me do it quickly, baby. So people will not go before me. It's called fear of missing out, FOMO, FOMO. So use that way to create a sense of urgency. Limited class, limited products. You get what I'm trying to say. And the next one is PS. It's called postscript. You can use this in your copy and you cannot use it. But if you use it, it's a high advantage to you. People are lazy to read. So a postscript is just a summary of your copy. You can summarize your copy in 10 lines and put it at the ending of your copy. You can still use PPS, postscripts. It can be 2 lines. You can still summarize that postscript and put limited offer. Like people are very lazy to do. I'm telling you. So when you're doing all this thing, you're helping their lives get. Like I said, they are the needy, we are the needed. So don't feel too big, you don't be too sensitive. All right. I think that's all we have for copywriting formulas. So, like I said, copywriting is not hard as you think, just like your mathematics or your calculated course. If you know the formula, remember the formula, put it in your head when writing a copy. If you follow them, you don't have to follow them rigidly like that, as I gave you. You can put your headline can come last. Your headline can come at the middle. I've written a copy before. Well, my the beginning of my copy was just yes. I started with the opening. Yes, I was telling them the story, and I now put the headline. Get so don't be flexible, be free. It's like it's your book, it's your Bible. Write what you want to write. It's just a matter of psychology, okay? All right, this is where we come to the end of the class for today. Have a nice day.